So you've been sitting for a while, have you? Sitting is the new smoking. Did you know that? So Cyrus, you spoke about that this morning. I'm going to ask you to work with me. I'm going to make this an experiential 5 minutes so that you can take some tips away with you. So it is time for a change. It is time to use this little nut and think about business transformation, but it starts with each of us. So nudge the person next to you, a little bit of a nudge, and let's think about, that's it, this is good, no touching of knees or any body parts. There's a lot of things happening in the front here. You don't want to know, you don't want to know. So let's rewind your brain. My whole talk is about how do we use this nut. Rewind your brain to, what was it, 5 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock this morning? Oh, it's Cape Town, 7 o'clock this morning. In Josie, we wake up really early. So did you wake up feeling like that little oak in the blue? Eyes kind of nodding off again, going, oh, my shattered nerves, I've got to get out of bed, I have this big day ahead. Where you've got that heavy head feeling, even if you're not sick, the fog brain, and it's like, how do I get through the day? So many of us are waking up like that. We're not waking up refreshed, restored, rejuvenated, like, yay, I can go for it, I can go for it. And we want to wake up like that. If you're working in a team where you have to collaborate powerfully, you need to have energized people. You need to have the same energy at 7 p.m. as you had at 7 a.m. So if that's a team that you're working with, ditch them immediately. The FAB quotient, as Sarah said, is aligned to IQ, our intellectual quotient. So thanks, Mom and Dad and the ancestors, you cannot change that. But what you can change on a daily basis is your FAB quotient. It's an acronym. How do you fuel your body? How do you activate your brain? And then how do you behave? How do you manage yourself and interact powerfully with others? What we're looking for in corporates is resilience. We're looking for energy. We're looking for dynamism. So as Ryan's just said, in terms of the change and what's happening, we have to keep up to speed. So I'll give you 3 tips, and I'm hoping that one of them you take home today. The first is around fueling your body. That on the screen is a happy brain. That's a dopamine molecule with a little myelin sheath on the bottom and a filament. So if you want a happy brain, you have to think about what are you feeding yourself. What I see in boardrooms and meeting rooms and auditoriums and even outside here, although there was a healthy little bit of yogurt I did see, sugar-laden diets. We know that diabetes 2 is growing exponentially worldwide, but did you know that diabetes 3 has been announced? So sugar-laden diets affect your brain. You're not going to have that happy molecular interface. In fact, our brains also become insulin resistant, so that synaptic connections between the neurons aren't happening effectively. So if you want productive team meetings, please have fruit, dried fruit, nuts, biltong. Change the way you eat to change your life. So fueling is exceptionally important. These people are saying there's no ways, having a giggle here. They would rather have those donuts. We also do need to act. Yeah, there's nodding. I heard you. Careful what you say. We do need to activate our meetings and activate our conferences. This is my partner, Selena Rasmus, who's in Paris. She got Paris, I got Cape Town. She is activating one of those conferences over there, but we need to look at conferences differently. And how do we activate our meetings? Because that brain on the right is an activated brain. The brain on the left is a brain that's been sitting. So sitting is the new smoking. We need to look at not going to the gym in the mornings and running and cycling and canoeing. We need to look at how do we move during the day. So every hour on the hour, you should be moving 2 to 5 minutes. That's what we should be doing. Your brain then develops this hormone called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and of course that enables the thinking differently, the problem-solving differently, the decision-making, the creative thinking, the lateral thinking. So let's look at how we activate. Ergonomically, you may want to change your offices, but even if you don't do that, have a pedometer and just walk 10 steps a day. My last section is about behave. Sleep is inextricably linked to behavior. So are you sleeping enough? 7 to 8 hours a night? The research is showing that if you sleep 90 minutes less than what you should, your brain alertness drops by 1/3. If you pull an all-nighter, you absolutely arrive at work drunk. What does that mean? It means that your cognition is equivalent to 0.19% alcohol in your blood. So please, it's quantity of sleep, it's also quality of sleep. Here's a challenge: an hour's digital detox every night. No ways, I know, I hear the groans. Put the iPads down, put the cell phones down, and actually get your quality of sleep, so your REM cycle sleep. Those blue emissions that come out of your electronic equipment reduces the melatonin in your brain by up to 20%. So you need to think about quality of sleep and quantity. At the FAB Quotient, we talk about energy management being the new stress management. If you'd like to listen to us on free webinars, we have free webinars this coming Wednesday, the 24th, and Wednesday, the 31st. And it's 30 minutes because we need to be powerful, snappy, and think about how we use this nut. Thank you.